Nachi free.
Colin Kaepernick is promoting a false narrative that's going to get more people killed. And if I get any death threats or anybody tries to figure out who I am or tries to do me any harm, you're only going to be proving the point of this video. Not that many people are going to watch this video anyway, because there's thousands of Colin Kaepernick little reaction videos out there. But in case other people are watching, look, I really don't want to insult. I don't. And much less do I want to promote an us versus them divide. I don't want to do that. But the race baiting and the racial divide that is being promoted in this election year, thanks to these little stunts by Colin Kaepernick and Black Lives Matter, dude, this needs to be pointed out. But what also needs to be pointed out is how news outlets like MSNBC and CNN, they are literally whitewashing the news. They're burying information. I mean, well, just the way that the CNN tried to cover the Milwaukee riots. The way they tried to make the sister of the victim look like she was calling for peace, when in actuality, she was calling for more violence in the suburbs. Okay, and they buried that. Then they apologized because there's enough other YouTubers that are calling this out. And then the other thing that's amazing also is how the Democratic Party themselves, like the emails that have come out now, where they're like talking about the Black Lives Matter agenda, like, oh my God, no, don't talk about black on black crime. No, they don't like that. Lead from behind. Oh no, my God, do you really want to insult these people? What are we doing? That's not healthy for this country. Why not talk about black on black crime? Why don't you want to talk about the root causes of these problems that we're facing? I think I know why. Because you cannot sue the concepts of family values and self-responsibility. No, it's not that easy to sue those concepts. You can sue, however, an actual police department and a government municipality. You could follow the money trail. You could literally connect the dots between the dangerous rhetoric being spewed at the Black Lives Matter protests, like pigs in a blanket, frying like bacon. You could actually connect that to the deaths of police officers in Dallas, in Baton Rouge, and other cities. And to Colin Kaepernick's little socks. See, that's the thing. When I first read about the Colin Kaepernick not standing for the national anthem, I was like, ugh, whatever. I hope this stupid event just fizzles out like a bad fart and whatever, who cares? And plus I knew that right-wing news outlets and Fox News, they were all going to cover from the patriotism angle and like, oh my God, how can you not stand for the flag? Blah, 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 that crap. Which I agree with, and yet at the same time, that nationalistic fervor, I don't really entirely agree with either. And yet, I wasn't born in this country. My parents weren't born in this country. My wife's not even from this country, and yet I call myself American, period. Not Cuban American or Spanish American or Hispanic or Latin American, no. I just consider myself American, period. And I would die for this country and the freedoms that it does allow us. Unlike where my family's from, Cuba. And that was the thing that really, because a friend of mine, like I said, I did not want to make a video about this at first. But then a friend of mine was like, dude, did you see this guy was wearing a Fidel Castro shirt? And I was like, what? And I thought my friend meant Che Guevara. I was like, is this guy that clueless? He's wearing a Che Guevara shirt while talking about the oppression of colored people in this country? And my friend was like, no, it's a Fidel Castro shirt. And I looked it up and I was like, oh my God, this guy's wearing Fidel Castro. And he thinks he's being socially conscious. I'm sorry I'm getting so upset. It's just, and then I was like, you know what? I'm still not going to make the video. Because I like to pick and choose my ideas carefully. You know, I love making these videos. I love making these videos, and it's my newfound calling in life. But if I'm going to make a video, I want to make it worth people's while, and I want it to be the kind of thing that even I would watch. I want to like talk about information or points of view that you're normally not going to see on other news outlets, especially these. I'm sorry, I have to say these chicken shit, pussy news outlets like CNN and MSNBC and the Huffington Post. You people are more preoccupied with being seen as liberals. Oh my God, but I'm a liberal and I'm an intellectual. I'm a steward of the left. You cunts are promoting a lethal divide in this country on an election year. And the rest of us can see it. You're not that clever. And anybody who holds up this murderous tyrant as an example of anything, you are an imbecile. You're an imbecile for looking at Fidel Castro as a hero of anything. This needs to be pointed out. And that was the thing, like before, and I was going to be careful with my words. I was like, well, you know, because people are literally telling me, dude, Colin Kaepernick, he's making some good points. I mean, I remember a couple of my friends, one friend of mine was like, dude, I never realized that I was so privileged. When my friend used the word privileged, I was like, that's not normal for him. Not that I'm saying that this friend of mine's an idiot, not at all. It's just, he doesn't talk that way. But I like following the news. I fashioned myself a writer. Okay, and so I like following the news, and I've been seeing this for a while. I've been seeing all these little codes. That's why now that Hillary Clinton's trying to call it the alt-right. Really, what about the regressive left? You people are doing more damage to this country. And don't get me wrong, I agree with Colin Kaepernick about Donald Trump. Donald Trump is toxic. He's just as toxic. He's just as much of a race baiter, even worse. And Hillary Clinton, I agree, she should be in prison. I agree with him on that. Many people, particularly black Americans, have been imprisoned for lesser crimes. I don't understand why she's still in the running. The other thing I don't understand is why are not more people talking about Gary Johnson? And I know Gary Johnson's not going to approve this message, but I don't care. It's my freedom of expression. And just like Colin Kaepernick gets to fucking sit out a national anthem, which he has every right to do, and he gets to wear a Fidel Castro t-shirt at another press conference, every right to do that. And he gets to wear his little socks. If he has the right to do all that, I have the right to voice my opinion just the same. And I better not lose my day job. And I better not have this video banned or censored. You want to maybe bleep out the words, fine. But I have a right to. You're a bunch of cowards out there in the mainstream media news outlets. Yeah, and I'm not wearing them. I know, I'm wearing a mask too. I know, I'm a coward. It takes one to know one. And this little fake mustache, it helps me sniff out the hypocrisy. It's a little special powers that I get with this mask. Anyway, look, the bottom line that I wanted to make with this video is please open your eyes. For anybody who thinks that Colin Kaepernick, oh, he's socially conscious. Oh my God, he's making such a great point. This guy is fueling a toxic, dangerous narrative that's going to get more people killed. And not just cops. People like Corin Gaines. People getting it in their heads that the police are out to get them because they're black. And then they find themselves in shootouts with the cops. This is thanks to this whole little bullshit going on. I don't fucking care if this video goes viral or not. I hope you as the viewer, the few friends and family, co-workers, whoever saw this, that you get something out of this, that you realize that this guy is a hypocrite. Oh, and now he's donating $1 million to charity. Yeah, I wonder what his ulterior motive is with that. My ulterior motive with these videos is to hopefully one day make a living off YouTube. I love this. I love making these videos. And by the way, Colin, if by any chance you're watching this video, I know you can kick my ass. I don't care. You are so wrong. You need to be so corrected that I'm willing to take that chance. And by the way, now that you donated your $1 million, good luck with all the other donations you're going to be expected to make by the grievance industry. Oh, they're going to be shaking you down like a tree now. And good luck if more than 10% of your money actually goes to the intended recipients. And not to like administrative costs with these charities. Please open your eyes to the lethal race baiting going on in the media in this election year. Please consider Gary Johnson, even though I know he won't approve of this message. And thanks for watching.
Homegrown